What's up, guys? Today we're going to be servicing the hub on my Trek 820 wheel. If your wheel is sounding like a bag of marbles or just sounds mushy when you push it on the cranks, you're going to want to service the hub because the hub is the heart of the wheel. So if there's like wiggle to it or it just doesn't sound right, it's probably time to change out the grease, put some new grease inside, and just have it running like it's new again. So I'm gonna run through the tools that I'm gonna be using for the hub service. It's gonna be these flat wrenches. It's nice because they're pretty thin, so you can get in tight spaces. And then just a flathead screwdriver. It's got the magnet tip, so you can pull out the ball bearings pretty easily. So we're gonna start off by just taking this off. That just comes off like that. Pull that through. There's this little rubber like gasket there. You're gonna wanna pull that off. Maybe use your flathead for that. Okay, that will come off. You're gonna wanna get the two wrenches. So in my case, I'm using a 13 and 17. This wrench here is just holding this nut while you loosen this nut. So you'll be able to get this with just your hands. There's that nut. Then you have a washer. And then you can just unscrew this one by hand. So then after that, you can just pull the axle right through. Next, you can take your flathead and kind of just pry up on this. Take this out. Then you can get to your ball bearings. So I'm just going to stick the ball bearings in here because I'm going to put it in my parts cleaner. Then you just do the same thing on the other side. Okay, once you get all your ball bearings out, you're going to want to clean all this stuff and clean inside your hub. I'm going to use Simple Green. Alrighty, all the parts are dry and clean and we're ready to re-grease this. We're going to put a nice thick line of grease around where the bearings are going to sit. We're going to do the same thing for the other side. We're going to grab our ball bearings. There's going to be 10 in each on each side. On to the next side. Should click in like that. Then you want to take your axle and put it through. Clean all that excess grease. Then go ahead and thread this on. Now, you don't want to thread that piece on too tight because then your wheel won't spin. You want to kind of find a happy middle ground. Not too tight and not too loose. If it's too loose, then your axle will wiggle. So you want to find that happy place where when you spin it, it's smooth and there's no binding of any sorts. So that feels pretty good. So now we can throw on the washer and thread this nut back on. Now you just want to reverse the process. This wrench is going to hold the first nut that we threaded on. We're going to hold that, and we're just going to use this one to tighten against the first nut. So the next thing would be is throwing these gaskets back on. And all you got left is to put this through and thread this on. So I hope this helped you, and until next time.